Long before the world had language, when stars still whispered to one another in the deep hush of eternity, there was a being named Ashrael, an angel of the higher orders, one of the luminous kind who stood closest to the voice, the source of all harmony and law. He was not made to question. None of them were. The celestials were woven from obedience and light, tasked with keeping the structure of the cosmos intact. The music of the spheres, the geometry of time, the balance of thought and flame. But Ashrael, he listened too long. While others sang their assigned harmonies, he lingered at the edge of the sky where silence pooled. He began to watch the young earth forming far below, raw, wild, dissonant. Creatures of breath and bone rose from mud and starlight, their lives brief and burning. He saw them struggle, saw them rage and love and cry, saw them choose. And from the heights of eternal order, Ashrael felt something he could not name. Not pity, not love, something darker. He envied them. At first it was only thoughts, curiosity, wonder, a quiet unraveling. Then came the fall. Ashrael, with 70 others who shared his hunger, tore themselves from the high realm, not cast out, but falling willingly, like sparks broken from a flame. They cloaked themselves in veils of shadow and wind and stepped into the world of men. The earth welcomed them with awe. The skies cracked with omens. Ashrael gave names to the stars and taught mortals how to summon fire from the bones of mountains. Others followed. One taught the forging of weapons, another the healing of wounds. They whispered forbidden truths into the ears of poets, queens, and warlords. They did not see themselves as rebels. They saw themselves as givers. But what they gave was not light, it was power. And mortals, too new and too narrow to bear such gifts, turned that power inward. Steel turned against kin. Sorcery was bound to pride. The skies darkened. The seas grew restless. Ashrael, once the arch of witness, now saw what he had caused. He had not liberated the children of dust. He had unchained their ruin. The voice, once distant and eternal, now spoke in storm and silence. The sky itself split open. The names of the fallen were burned from the records of heaven, stricken from the constellations. The 70 were chained beneath the earth, bound in caverns no sun will ever reach, their mouths sealed, their eyes filled with dust. But Ashrael's sentence was different. He would not be bound. He would wander. Neither dead nor truly living, his wings shredded to ribbons of smoke, Ashrael was condemned to drift along the edges of time, unseen, untouched, and haunted by memory. His punishment was not pain, it was remembrance. He would walk the ruins of every empire, hear the echoes of every war he helped make possible. He would feel, always, the sting of what might have been, had he simply stayed silent. They say he speaks now only in dreams, in riddles carried by the wind, that his reflection appears in the eyes of dying kings, that meteors are his tears. Ashrael does not seek redemption. He knows it will never come. He has seen gods rise and rot, seen mortals conquer the sky, and then beg the dust for mercy. He walks through shattered temples, past libraries devoured by fire, across battlefields still echoing with the ghosts of men who believed themselves divine. He speaks to no one, and yet he watches. Even now, when a child touches something they were told not to, when a scholar opens a sealed book, when a soldier hesitates before drawing steel, something cold brushes the back of their thoughts. Ashrael is there, the angel who fell not for lust or pride, but for the dream that mortals might reach the heavens, and the guilt of what they became when they tried. His name is not spoken. It has been buried, banished, broken, but some still remember it in fragments. Ashrael, the morning star, the silent flame, the wound of the sky. Not evil, not holy, just fallen, in every meaning of the word. And they say that one day, when the last tower falls and the last fire dies, when the sky splits once more and silence takes the world again, Ashrael will rise from the shadowed place where light cannot reach, not to conquer, but to witness the end he helped begin.